Well, we're beginning a new series of, I don't know what you call it, exploratory lectures in this book collection. And I have a lot of reason to do so because I feature Arthur Conan Doyle's main character he wrote and made him so famous and also so disgusted with his life at one point, and that's Sherlock Holmes. Much like our modern actors get stereotyped, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle found himself being stereotyped as well. And he tried to get away from it, but he really couldn't. And in the end, he gave in to it. And, well, I'm glad he did. You know, I go through some of the same stuff myself. I've written so many Sherlock Holmes stories. But the way I keep writing them and being able to enjoy it is to vary them. Some Sherlock Holmes stories take place in the future, some in the present, some in the past, some in another world, some in multiple worlds, some in another dimension, some in places where there's ghosts and monsters, some where there's not, and some where there's Moriarty and some where there's no Moriarty, some where Moriarty is a dead man and he's got a brother living. His name is James. I wrote a whole series with him, and it's kept it fresh for me as well as my audience. And I intend to keep doing such things. I also have other characters like Detective D, who's a Chinese martial artist who acts as a sheriff of sorts for old Chinatown in the Victorian London area. And he's another character that's kind of a spin-off from Sherlock Holmes. I have him and Sherlock teaming up sometimes on cases because they're just on opposite sides of London. And it's normal and natural that two men who are famous in their own area would become to know each other and respect each other. Also, because Sherlock Holmes, one of the major characters in it is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, or Conan, as I call him, to just get away from all the big highfalutin title stuff. Conan has the same propensity as Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, which is to dismiss psychic spiritual events. But in this case, because he lives in a world where there's actual demons and ghosts and stuff, he spends his time with people like Harry Houdini breaking up, which I guess what you call them is fake mediums who rob people of their money to get rich. Well, that's not so new there, is it? We have people that do that now, except they're not called mediums. And some of them are running government, as a matter of fact. And that propensity to steal from others as a way of life is one that's been around for a long time. I do include that in my stories. Sometimes I try to show that the other side of the story, why they become a thief or a prostitute or something like that. Not because I'm trying to say it's okay, it's cool, but to show why a person could fall into such a web of self-deceit. And it is because in the end, no matter what you do in your life, in the end, you face the same thing as everyone else. No one goes rich in their grave. They go rich to their grave. No one goes poor to their grave. In their grave, they go poor to the grave. The idea about money and wealth and fame and stuff is all a bunch of crazy stuff. Just like in the beginning when a lot of priests gathered power through creating the devil. You get people scared that they're going to go to hell. They go to the priest to give them money and prayers and stuff to keep them safe from the devil. Well, there's no devil. Well, at least not that kind of devil. I mean, there's devils like, Hitler, Napoleon, and people like that, and even some current devils that are running in our office in the United States now who are killing people and not thinking twice about it. There's devils everywhere in that sense, because what they're doing is they're leching on life. They're using life to satisfy their own greedy, selfish natures and maybe to make themselves feel better. But you don't make yourself feel better by hurting others or harming others. You make yourself feel better by making yourself feel better. Exercise, self-love, helping others. There's no greater feeling than helping other people. Service, true service, not service to accumulate wealth, fame, and fortune, but service to help others find peace in their life. And this is all stuff I focus on in my Sherlock Holmes books a lot, as well as my Detective D books. And the reason for that is, in my own way, I'm trying to introduce a more gentle outlook on life to everyone who reads, so that if they're suffering in some way, they can feel some sense of hope, because not everyone in the world is out to take you. Some are just better at doing it because their lives are stronger. They have a stronger charisma, perhaps, like our current president. But that doesn't make them a better person. It just means that for some reason, the force is stronger in them. I mean, like Darth Vader, the force was strong in him, but did he use it to do good? No. That's all of this writing session. Bye-bye.